Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Count Christo and this is the Light of the East campaign. We are the Ottomans, the sublime Sultanate of the Ottomans. We have recently taken some more land down here and we have seized Ionia, now Izmir, from the treacherous knights, these so-called Crusader state fit only to hide on their islands and use the merchants of Venice to protect them. Well, merchants and more importantly, navy of Venice to protect them. We are, in this episode, going to go to war with the Empire of the Romans, but we are going to wait to do so until we have finished our cause, because the Romans share cause on some of the places that we are trying to currently integrate into our lands, namely here and here. And so we're going to wait for those cores to finish. Also, we did a test at the end of the last one, and we've decided we're not going to take, and when I say we, I mean I, we're not going to take warships. What we're going to do is take Admin Tech 6, Admin Tech 7, and Admin Tech 8, and then we're going to spend a ton of Diplo points, essentially filling out the whole of culture ideas all in one fell swoop. Oh, no, okay, Montferrat will now be ruled by the Romans. I thought Montferrat had just got a personal union over the Romans. It's pretty funny. Okay, so you have Montferrat on your side now. And Montferrat, they do get pulled into the wars, don't they? Yeah. Montferrat, I mean, there's not no development up here, so they might help them out. I don't think it's going to make much difference, though. As soon as we're at peace, Naples will ally us. Which is almost good enough that I might consider piecing out and losing the 2 units I get from estates. And then re-raising those 2 units I get from estates, just so that nothing changes in Naples' situation. And that actually is so important that I think I am going to do it. I can't take either of their provinces because they both have forts, and I can't get to them because they both defended by, boats. So I'm going to take 1 ducat and war reparations for 14 war score. Boom. Thank you for your city. Meanwhile, I can rival probably only the... Oh, no, okay, hello. I can rival the Romans. Well, that's interesting. Let's get an embargo up. There we go. We're over 50 power projection again. Just Naples. Naples. Yes, I will take the stability points. I would love to be your ally, Naples. Excuse me? Why didn't it tell me that when I was at war? I hate it. Oh, well. No matter. No matter. We've lost our men, but it's okay. These will be done in April of next year. And we can start coring Izmir. Izmir we will, of course, not wait to core, because that's another 3 years. Just got to remember that I'm not pressing that button. Is there a decision to move the capital to Constantinople? I think there is. It probably only shows up once you've done this, is my guess. You get a claim on Greece, Eastern Balkans, and 30% is converted to Sunni Islam. And... you lose 10 years of separatism. That's pretty good. Pretty sure we already have the claims that that would give us from our mission tree, but that's fine. Naxos has had the gall to claim Izmir as their own. Do you want a piece of me? I just took this, and you want to try and take it from me. I remembered, by the way, that when I was showing you my national ideas, I forgot to show you the family system we have. We have the endogamous communitarian family. A patriarchal endogamous community family system when all adult children and their families live with parents, strict equal inheritance custom, and a prevalent cousin marriage. So that gives us +1 hostile attrition. We get minus 0.01 monthly war exhaustion. We get +10 global side defense, -5 years of nationalism. And those are pretty good. Hostile attrition is especially quite good, especially in big, long wars, especially if you're on the defensive, which obviously we're not likely to be a huge amount of the time. The monthly war exhaustion, it's okay. Sometimes that can be like 30% less war exhaustion gain per month when you're getting a little bit from attrition, so it's not to be sniffed at. The nationalism is very nice. It's not as important as in vanilla, but it's still very nice. The stability increase threshold reduction and the global institution spread reduction obviously both suck, but what are you going to do? We're obviously not going to culture shift. We could culture shift to Greek, but I mean, no, that just seems a little bizarre, doesn't it? I could do that right now, actually. But we're not going to do that. I don't actually know what the Greek family is. They have the egalitarian family. The egalitarian family is less nationalism, less... You get better stability, I think. But we're going to stick with Turkish. Obviously, you know, from a roleplay perspective, it would be madness for us to do anything else. So we're going to stick like this for now. Let's go speed 4. We're at peace. You know, not much is going on. We could perhaps give our education system a little boost in the endowment department, but I don't really want to, because I don't want to. Am I happy to just lose what innovativeness I have managed to gain on the altar of saving up for culture, which is the long-term thing that will get us some innovativeness? Yes. Yes, I am. Any other interactions we can take with these boys? Yes, we can do a demotion now we're at peace, of course. We'll definitely be doing that. And we will spend the military points. It's a lot of loyalty to lose, but they're getting very rich. So they're still very loyal. 73 is, I mean, it's very loyal. When you're being expansionist at a fast rate, it's a very nice way to keep your estates on side. Now, you better not be militeching ahead of me. No, I'm still ahead of them. Good. And if we get another one, we get some Ottoman Janissaries. Ooh. And another bump in morale, which is going to be about 6 or 7% more, which will be nice. And the finances are just looking better and better as we get our tax income coming back up to what we like to be seeing. Of course, once we get in Bolu, hey, nice. There's a workshop there. So that's okay. It's going to start trending the autonomy down a bit quicker there. It doesn't show you the autonomy change map mode in this screen. Sorry, tooltip. That's funny. I would love to get the Greater Nobles out of Izmit. I know I've talked about this before. It would be just exceptional if we could pull that off. I'm really glad we managed to stave off total economic collapse. It did, of course, take a little bit of hey, another Turkish shift. Nice. It did take, you know, sacking quite a lot of Burger's reputation and wealth. But I think it was worth it. We had some pretty good moves there early on with getting a lot of monarch points, getting those wars out really early, chaining together the Beylik suppression wars. Okay, there's a bunch of them. You guys should be moving up here. Should really have been moving up there already. And actually, yes, I should have perhaps done this earlier as well, but now is the time. Let's get some more, and let's make sure we train them all in this sea zone, ideally. I think I will get 2 more here. A bunch of galleys are going to be nice. Well, you know what? Oh, we don't have any trade ships anyway. So, yeah, sure. Give me a galley over here as well. 6. We do want to be able to face off against Naples. And galleys are so cheap. 0.03 maintenance. You know what? Give me another one as well. But actually, don't give me 2 of those. Because we need 14... 14? Yeah, 14 regiments to siege this down. Which is just too many. The freaking modern castle and level 3 stuff and Theodosian walls are insane. So we will need our ally, I think, to be called in on this one. Who are not willing to come in right now. And won't be for like 7 years. So we're going to have to just call up the entire estates, which gives us quite a few. Well, let's just get into the war and not quite spend all the money on galleys and then see what situation we find ourselves in troop count-wise. I think if you guys go here, ready to move over here. You 3 go here, ready to move over there. And you stay here. You siege leader? Yeah, so you are going to be this siege leader and you are going to be these guys. Cool. And then we'll raise up the levies and we should be able to hold them back. We'll wait 2 months, I think. Just for a little bit of morale, play it safe. Don't want a repeat of the... Well, I mean, I do kind of want a repeat of the close win that we had at the beginning of the Night's War, but you can't always assure yourself that you're actually going to win in such situations, obviously. Sunni spreading nicely. There's already a kind of Sunni presence seeded across quite a few of these presents in the start, so that the conversion of them is nice and prompt. The presence of a local Sunni minority. Does it not affect conversion rate? I thought it affected conversion rate. Maybe that's only when they're being persecuted. I don't know. Anyway, hello Romans. You're already being attacked by 2 people. Guess what? 1 more. We would like to take Philadelphia from you, please. So you guys go in here. You guys go in here. And you guys just stay put for now. We'll see what they do with their boats. Actually, they're at war with so many people, they're probably not going to dare move their boats about, would be my guess. We will, of course, not just sit there in siege. And just to confirm, we will, honestly, restrict looting. Because we can handle that monthly war exhaustion. And I don't want to damage the beautiful Imperial City before we yoink it from their hands. So, Greater Nobles, offensive war support. I definitely need full, which is going to cost a lot of loyalty. Don't get me wrong, it's a big deal. That got us how many? We're now up to 12. So partial does get us to the magic number of 14. So I don't have to quite annoy the Greater Nobles as much as I annoyed the Lessers. Good. Good indeed. You can have some favors. How much money do you need, Greater Nobles, these days? To give you the favor that doesn't... the important difference between the favors... more than we have. I will give you the prestige. I'm very free-handed with handing out prestige. 3 corruption. Now, I mean, that's pretty intense. But that's only kind of 3 years until that's gone away. And I do like keeping the loyalty high, keeping the stability rolling in. I'm sure if you kind of really technically ran the maths, you would be able to determine exactly how often you should give, you know, what favors and in what consequences, in which situations, rather, it's going to be a good idea to give out certain favors and things. I do not possess, well, I suppose the proclivity, not really the ability to do that. So I'm not going to. I could, it might take me a while, but I think I could create some kind of relatively objective ways of determining that. But ticking up slowly on the Imperial Authority. It's getting there. They are making some headway. I imagine the Empire of the Romans actually, of course, don't have levies to call up. I was expecting them to train a bunch of guys in Constantinople, but of course, you know, they've already been at war for ages, so their levies are raised. Their manpower is spent. You notice my man walked straight across that fort, by the way. That's because the things that people think are the AI cheating on forts are just the fact that forts don't work how they think they work. Which is fair, because how they think they work is how they should work. Wow, look at their defensiveness, dude. 2 days siege ticks. Jeez. That's quite something. So they're coming out to fight, and I will happily fight them. We might even be able to capture a trade ship, which we can't build, so that'd be nice. Our army reformer, we could kill him. That's unfortunate, because I am enjoying his cheap 2 points per month. Why would you ever pick this one, by the way? Like, come on. I mean, this represents 90 months. More than 90 months if you value other points more than military, because you're sane, of the value he's delivering us compared to a level 1. So that's not worth it. So we execute him. We will take the manpower recovery speed instead. It's a shame that the input delay meant we didn't get him that month. But oh well. Not a big deal. Oh, you haven't queued up infantry in one of my provinces where I'm building a cog, have you? You have, you bastards. Your states, I swear, they do it on purpose. You're raising a man on the 24th of August. Jesus, that's such a long time. What is your war exhaustion? 24? That's surprising. I shouldn't do that, although I can understand that it would be very difficult from a modder's perspective to make that not happen. Having the estates raise up men in a province that's already got something building. Because I don't think that currently building unit is a check that you can run when determining where things happen. It may also be that units are raised... No, they're not raised in entirely random provinces. They're definitely only raised in provinces of that estate, which is very apparent when you raise tribal levies. Iznik shifts to Turkish. Wait. Oh, Iznik. Right. Yes, this one. Nice. Of course, the shift to from Greek to Turkish currently doesn't make any difference, I don't think. It's possible it might make difference to some events that I'm not familiar with, but I don't know of what those events are, which is pretty much contained within the sentence events that I don't know about. We have got Philadelphia. So do we need to do this? Our experience expansion against the Christians is really low. Taking... Oh, balls! Oh, Balls. We didn't use the right CB. Fudge. That's really bad. That's really annoying and bad, because now we can't take Constantinople. And we've raised up all these levies for no reason. So I guess we do like a big war against Bulgaria? Just to kind of use the troops that we just raised? That's really annoying. But we don't need to do this, no. Okay, well, we're ready to peace out on this basically whenever, unless we want to wait and take more money. Which we might, but we probably don't. Could also humiliate, but I don't think that's worth it. I think we want to get to war with them again as soon as possible. Oh, that's really annoying. It's going to delay us by another 6 years. Fiddlesticks, fudge, and other monetizable words. Alright, where is the... How is neighbours still not an option on this? Come on, Paradox. Tanavo has 1,000 men. And they're allied to 2 tiny people. Alright. I think that's what we do. We do a Sultanate of Rum war against them. For this province. For Yambol. And do we full call the Brozja? Brozja is also allied to these guys. Vidin, who has 1,000 men, but they would raise up, you know, a few more. Do I full call them? I think we do. I mean, we're going big, right? So we're going to yoink, like, probably these 2 states, would be my guess. Well, it's frustrating. It's my mistake. I forgot that this doesn't count as one of, like, the provinces that Rum rightfully holds, which is weird, because, like, why are these provinces that Rum rightfully holds? Rum was only ever holding, like, this land over here. I don't think it even held the coast. But, anyway, I could be wrong about that, of course. Do we want to full call Moria? A declaration on Moria right now would bring in Thessaly. Wait, Thessaly? You're not a subject? Oh, that's Ceres. This is Thessaly. Well, why would I full call Moria? We're not going to bother trying to get military access all the way down here, so let's not. Yes, full call Jabrozja. Jabrozja, you are a valid target for Sultanate of Rum, aren't you? Yes. And we want to go for Yabol. Which kind of sounds like Yavol. Is Yavol yes in Russian? I don't know. Jabrozja. Split in 2. Head up here. Actually, wait a day. So they honor the alliance. Then head up here. And then we can peace out the Romans. Get that truce going. Do we take war reps? Do we take money? 19 ducats is, you know, 7 months of income. It's a lot of money. But I think the answer is still no, because we want to get Constantinople as soon as possible. So I will just take these 2 provinces from them. It's a mistake. It's an unfortunate mistake. It's a 6-year delay on getting the most important city of the campaign under our control. We'll just leave them be. How do you still not have... Come on. It's getting there. 74.7. Okay, we outnumber them 2-1, so I don't mind about our morale disadvantage. I should definitely be making this move. Oh no, was that fort mothballed? No, it wasn't mothballed. Okay. And yes, these guys are called in. We're basically fighting Bulgaria before it shattered. Possibly trade embargo because we've eclipsed you. The humiliate, you know, could have been a good move, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. We could vassalize this area. I mean, it's very orthodox. It would take some doing to convert it all. Is vassalization? No, it's actually forbidden by this CB. Like, how much trouble will I cause myself if I take all this land? That's a coalition we definitely don't want to form. So what about if we just take this state? That's barely any. This is basically the big city. Yeah. I think we will grab... Yeah, there's 2 states that I initially thought we would want to grab. Should be able to win this easy. Only 1 advantage in the shock phase, but the cavalry... The 3-1 power of the cavalry can't be... The importance of that can't be overstated. Bring these guys back. And let's siege these guys down. Come here, it's a fort level 1, this is fort level 2. Let's go to the capital first. Consolidate, bring out this guy. Cool, this is just a fort level 1, so we only need 2 guys there. I'll leave 3 to be on the slightly safer side. You're fielding on May, so we will give you some backup in that fight. So they have enough men to finish the siege once they've taken a few casualties. Oh, darn. These guys are not keeping up. Wait a minute. They should be recovering at 5%, shouldn't they? We'll reinforce 5 men per month. 3% attrition should be losing them. Wait, you're only recovering 5 a month? No, that can't be right. It's 25% in this province. Yeah. So you're losing... So currently... 3% attrition you should be able to reinforce through. I can't remember how the specific maths works, but you should definitely be able to reinforce through 3% attrition, I thought. It's 5% attrition you can't, I thought. Well, let's just see what happens on the next monthly tick. Maybe it was just something weird, or maybe I've got completely the wrong end of the mathematical stick. All these guys are failing. Ooh, great. And then those guys raised up. You can go north and help them out. You two, we will move up so we can just do these one by one. That's fine. Easy win here. That siege started. Speed up their navy. Should be doable. And now that we've got some more money, let's get a couple more ships coming out again. Bunch more, in fact. I really would like to be able to dominate some of the trade republics and things with our navy. Just to stand us in good stead for some trade wars, maybe. And there's our 14th unit. Destined to siege down Constantinople. What a waste of 10 lesser noble loyalty. Oh well. There is nothing we can do now. No point crying over spilt noble allegiance. Alright, you can go here. And we will take out not both. So how is he saying 1,000 but the other guys weren't? It confuses me. It confuses me indeed. Well, we'll move these guys out. Should work. Okay, there's our next serfdom. Now, do we want to grab this immediately or do we want to try and wait for banking? We're at 20% on banking. We definitely want to grab it immediately. Jolly good. Moving towards the sale of public office. Sounds like a great advancement in administrative technology. Let's see the state war contributions. Nice. I will put that immediately towards a few more galleys. Places where it's not going to take an age. I'm not going to risk losing a single galley. If we have to retreat from the fight having killed one of their ships, that's fine. It's not a problem in the slightest. Yes, Christo, we know that's what fine means. Alright, alright. Hypothetical commenter. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think they're morale is going to break before a single of our ships does. And it looks like one of their ships shattered as well at the last minute. No captured ships, but that's okay. I will maintain the blockade. If I can maintain it with the undamaged ships alone, would have been nice. But we should be able to maintain the blockade on this because it does prioritize blockading besieged provinces, which is nice. At least I think it does. I don't know. That might be random. We might have got lucky, but I'm pretty sure it does. Cool. Get these guys move in, get that siege started. Hopefully we'll be able to avoid having to siege down the big fort over here. Just because that will take a lot longer. If we could get away with just doing the coastal sieges. Sorry, the small fort sieges. I would appreciate it from a manpower perspective. The manpower is back up there now, 20,000. We're regaining 100 a month now. Should be able to, we'll be able to demand more from the nobles. Not from the greaters right now. I don't really want to demand it from the lessers for the loyalty reason, but we are going to because manpower is gold dust right now, and we're using that ability essentially not because we need the manpower now, but just because we want to be using that ability on cooldown. We want to be using it as regularly as possible. You lot. Let's have the lesser noble levies out there, please. There goes that siege. Nice. Do I want to move in here? It's grass flats, so sure. Take a bit of a slight risk. Oh, I can't, of course, because of that fort. I was wondering, well, can I click this button? You two can go and hang out up here. So keep that siege down, because this one's not being sieged, which means it's not working. When are you getting raised? 5th of November? Okay, we'll send some boys to deal with you in the fullness of time. You can go in and come straight back. The battle indicator should include units being trained, not just units moving around, by the way. Obviously. I dare say, obviously. You come back down here. Don't want any unnecessary attrition. So how many men have they got over there? 6,000? It's fine. It's very manageable. How long on yours? 14th of January. Okay. You just stay there, actually. The undamaged can come out and help complete the siege. I mean, the blockade. Yes, we'll just keep doing policy changes in order. They're not going to break their alliance with us, I think. I think it's very unlikely that they break their alliance with us. We'll give them a bit of a relationship top off, but I barely even think it's needed. So this is what is meant by the kind of endless AI wars happening. I think that is what we are seeing here now. Well, maybe not. I don't think... I mean, it's a realistic situation that this would stalemate for a long time, I think. But I'm going to keep an eye out for those. Basically, wars that go on with no change at all for like 10 years. That's when we may step in. But the offensive war exhaustion thing is just... It makes the mod unplayable for me. Because it's so crippling. And it's not, you know, remotely proportional to anything. Alright, come around here, we'll start the siege up of Varna. Ooh, Varna. There'll be a... in the historical timeline, there'd be a very important battle there between a large Ottoman force and a large Catholic army, with the Catholic army being trounced in... Ah, darn, I missed the next unit going out. Oh well. In a battle that would shape the region for quite a long time to come. We will be doing this because, as you could see, our growth in this area was being limited by aggressive expansion. So maybe we will take this city. It's a big city. And, you know, unrest might become an issue, but we'll see. We will see. Christian Crusade against the Ottoman. Nice. Bring it on, Pope. I dare you. Does that ruin our potential of allying Naples? Does Naples hate me for being a Crusade target? Doesn't seem like it. Cool, you guys... For now, let's pull you out. And we'll put this guy in. And do you have 2 siege pips, don't you? Yeah, I've been foolish. We should have him sieging, obviously. Siege with the siege pip general, huh? Groundbreaking new strats from Count Christo. Get in there. Cool. When do we get cannons again? What tech is that? I don't remember. Can you not see that? Can I see it here? I do not remember what it is in MEIOU. There we go. Much nicer progress being made. And in fact, once we win this siege, I'll probably send them over here. Get this one going. I know this episode is going slightly long. It's because it's the last one I'm recording today, so I'm just running out the remaining time I have in the day with the same episode because I don't have time to start another. Not that any of you are likely to object that the episode is going long, obviously. Because people usually ask, I will answer, why 20-minute episodes? We want more of the series. Longer episodes so we can see more of the series. The simple answer is that that's not how it works. Longer episodes don't mean you get more content. They just mean you get less episodes. It's the very short version. The Sack of Schumann. I lose 0 manpower, but lose 54 ducats. And I get 5 army professionalism. Yes. Definitely. You 2 and you 2 will be sufficient to get the siege of this going. The cavalry can come down here. Excellent. I am just going to keep my spy network basically going as they are, I think. I don't really have a need to use people in a different way. The war dynamism is, I don't know, it's probably something I should edit out. Because it makes no sense. I know, I've talked about it at length before, so I won't do it again. But war dynamism is a subversion of a system of EU4 for claimed historical reasons that is neither necessary nor an improvement, in my opinion. But then again, I use it to my advantage, so who am I to talk? I think we do want to go with the fanaticism this time. Get that policy of intolerance. Help with our conversions. You still making progress? Yes, good. Where are you going with your 6 units? Don't do that. I'm going to go stand up here, so I'd have to cross a river. A river. The Danube! Give it its proper name. Sultanate of Rum against Vidin. Nice. So are we going to sit here and finish this big siege? Yes, I think so. I think it's worth it. There's some state war contributions. Nice. I mean, I would really like it if you would not ally these two guys. Like, why them? You like me, so you're not trying to block me. They would take it. Oh, it did show you the thing earlier. I was just being silly. Cool. Nice. Another province gained. Another heathen temple for us to leave be. I feel like I have a pretty good grip on most of the mechanics in MEIOU and Taxes. One of the ones that I don't understand is there's something about outnumbering a garrison. I think if you outnumber a garrison 4-to-1 rather than 2-to-1, the sieges go faster, or you get like double siege ticks or something like that. But I haven't tested it enough, and it doesn't kind of show up obviously in the normal UI, so it's kind of a pain to test. Nobles demand increased pensions. Ooh, well, I'm gonna say yes because that's just a lot of loyalty, but I'm gonna have to take out a loan, sadly. Maybe the burghers could front me some cash. Not right now. Yeah, I'm going to accept because I definitely don't want to lose my stability. But I'm not happy about it. Oh, 2 loans. That hurts. That hurts me deeply. It's a whole ducat of maintenance. But we're in a good place right now. We're winning a big war, so I can't complain too much. Siege progress on this, not bad, honestly. We've already made 3 points, and with the 2 general pips, we're cruising through. There's another. Wow, another 4 points of progress. Nice. What was that? Defender's Desert, I think. I didn't see the pop-up. Pretty nice indeed. Let's get these guys over here. Good, good, good. All right, Dobrozhia. Got any money? Let's come back from Canada. I mean, honestly, these guys we're not able to declare on them, so pretty easy points buying on them. You got money? 6 ducats. Wow. Can we take this lot? How about this? I think we are going to be able to take all we want here without even getting that much aggressive expansion. More dynamism is just allowing us to expand in a way that the AI just doesn't care about, which is obviously overpowered, but that's fine. The challenge in this campaign is the struggle for India and the struggle to get communication efficiency and logistics working. People often say that they think playing EU4 and doing world conquest is boring because after the first like 200 years there's no challenge. And I powerfully disagree with this sentiment because the challenge that they're talking about is they're not going to get beaten in a war by the AI. That's true. That challenge is removed, but that's not, to me anyway, that's not the fun of EU4. It can be, but it's not the main thing. That is fighting a war against the AI in which you might lose. Certainly, again, to reiterate, to be clear, there is fun to be had doing that, for sure, a lot. But I think the main fun of EU4, especially in things like MEIOU and Taxes, is the economy and, you know, trade and trying to maximize how much land you get before the coalition comes at you and trying to optimize how fast you grow and, you know, playing with your balance sheet. To me, that's the real fun stuff. Where are you going? Ah, yes, down here. Fair enough. That's the stuff that I really enjoy, that makes it an interesting experience for me. Because the combat in EU4 and the warfare, let's be realistic, it's not very interesting. It's pretty one-dimensional. Like, it's not like Hoi or something, where there's loads of complexity and logistics and all that kind of stuff. The fun thing for me is really the economy. And that remains exactly as challenging, more challenging in a world conquest, because you have to consider so many additional factors and you have to min-max to such a greater extent. I don't think I need any more by dynamism. I think we're probably okay to just do this. We could siege down a couple of this guy's provinces, just so that we can take his money, so I think I will do that. Just put some pressure on him. That's only 7 war score, so we'll siege this one down. That puts us over 10. We could also siege the rest down just for the army tradition. And a bit of loot, although we're restricting loot, of course. Do I want this? Do I want to go even further? Do I want to, like, take this province? I mean, we can. Doesn't cost any diplo points, despite us not full coring. Ah, my lord! Calling them. So, that's pretty good. You guys can come up here. And we would definitely like the money. How much money do you have? 24. So this would cost diplo points. And yeah, taking that one is definitely going to be too far. Although we could actually war dynamism this if we're prepared to wait another year. Costs less when you take it this way, of course. Bum 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 bum. I don't think I do want to do this. No, thank you. Remind me how long the surrender timer is. It's 1 year, yes. Okay. So when is our truce? Oh, the Genoese have showed up to try and siege Constantinople. That's pretty funny. When is our truce with the Romans again? It's 3 years from now. Okay. So have you got a surrender timer? I don't know if they will. So, I mean, we do have a full core, but it's not in the... Well, no, it is in the Sultanate of Rum area. Yeah, so there we go. In September. Mere 6 months. I think we will wait for that surrender timer and war dynamism this province, because it's a large province. This one's small, this one's small. Yeah, and then we'll see what we can take at the end of that. Seems advisable to me. Looks like we just got a jizya tax. Sorry, treasury's gone up. Despite losing. Could get another general of merit, but honestly, I'm very happy with the generals we have right now. And I'm content to stick with them. Our court level has fallen again, and our education level has fallen at the same time. See, I mean, that's why you're careful on the whole court spending thing, because sometimes things change and you don't react quickly enough. So I will put it back up to 50. And even though I'm in debt, I will pay the amount. I really don't want to be at level 2 education. Oh, it's trending down so quickly. It's missing 100 ducats. I can't deal with it now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The education system is just going to have to go to the dogs for a bit here. We don't have the funding. I think it was worth it though. That 10 loyalty in the nobility estates, you're not feeling it now, but usually your nobility estates are mad at you because you're constantly demoting the greater nobles, because the lesser nobles are so much more preferable. I've said this many times, but just in case anyone is new or has forgotten, the main thing that makes the greater nobles worse is that they give monthly autonomy plus 25. That's a 25% increase in the average autonomy in their provinces. The lesser nobles give 0.05. That's an average 5% increase in autonomy in their provinces. The difference between those two numbers is pretty obvious. And also, the greater nobles... No, don't close OBS. The pop-ups just throw me when I'm mid-sentence. The privileges of the greater nobles tend to be more extreme. We'll take the contribution, and 50% cheaper level 2, eh? I think we're actually going to stick with the level 1 just for our fiscal situation right now. You guys should actually come down here and drill, so we can keep getting our army professionalism rising. Getting that looting amount down is useful when we're conquering so much stuff. Hungary has declared war on Vidin. That's important to remember. We really don't want Hungary to take over too much of that area. Macedonia goes to here. Serbia is this region. Bosnia is obviously further over. So I don't think I have a mission that includes this province until conquer Serbia. And conquering Serbia includes fighting Hungary anyway. So I don't think we need to make sure we take this province in this war to avoid Hungary getting it. Which is what I was thinking for a moment we might be inclined to do. And oust you suffer. Refugees who arrived from Venice. I think we're okay. I don't really care about the internal politicking struggles of Venice. Yes, we could get some money from them. Actually, hang on. How many ships do you reckon Venice has? I realise at this point that this video has gone double long, so I should have just recorded 2, but oh well. Not a problem. Navies. Ottoman. Venice has 50 ships! Jesus Christ! No wonder they can't afford an army. Okay, we're definitely not going to go to war with Venice. Excuse me? Get out of my land. What are you doing? You do not get to siege down my land. It was already looted, so they won't have actually looted it, but how dare they? I will hunt you down and kill you for this impudence. There will be no mercy. Give me the event, please. Why isn't the meantime to happen on this one day? That's what I want to know. There's quite a few events that I don't really understand why they have like 3 to 6 month meantime to happen. I don't really see the downside of having it be instant. Just fire the event. I mean, you have a timer. If you want the timer to be longer, why would you want it to be 3 to 5 months longer? Why not just make it, you know, 2 and a bit or whatever? You know, the midpoint of your meantime to happen. Why not just make the timer that much longer? Are you locked? Oh, you're going here. Okay, well, we'll chase you. Province claimed. Menelik. No, thank you. I would rather get it at a lower autonomy by taking it in the war than spending lots of monarch points on it. Why did you keep going? Oh, I guess they didn't really have a choice. They were locked, I remember. There's that siege. Nice. You guys can come over and cut these guys off. Easy stack wipe? Not quite. It was easy, but not a stack wipe. Fire the event. You know you wanna. Give me the province. Give it to me. I should turn off this fort. There's a local fortification, so they can't take it quickly anyway. Just a waste of money to keep it active, really. Get them, please. With a general. We won't take the crossing penalty. Serdica, there it is. Yoink. Nice. Let's not even fight that battle. We don't need to. I'll be taking this as well, please. That will give me a coalition, but only against people I have a truce with the exception of Serbia, and Serbia alone I don't think will coalition me. I could also take this, which would give me Romans and Thessaly as well, but the Romans will definitely be out of the time they can join when the truce is over. Why not take an extra province? Because the province gives you more overextension, which costs you more money and manpower. However, I think it's still worth it. Yep, looks like we just yoinked all of Bulgaria in one war. Nice. Okay, and we got this nice fort, which is very nice to defend our borders from the north. It's not perfectly placed, actually. Well, yeah, you'd probably rather it was here. You'd definitely rather it was here, actually. And then the other fort could be probably here. And then, can you walk? You can't walk through this bit. No, so you'd have one fort here, or possibly, no, even here, that would be better. One there, one there, one there would completely cut off this area, and it would get 2 in the hills, 1 in the mountains. Let's roam around wiping out these separatists. Noble areas, of course, return. We have conquered Bulgaria. Welcome to my new permanent claims of all these lovely areas. Hello there, Wallachia. We can move the capital, but of course we don't want to do that. Superior unit types. Janissaries. Yes, please. Look at that. 5, 6 pips on the morale. 5 pips on the shock. Pretty darn good. Are there any others? I don't recall. I just clicked through them. Conversion. We can convert Izmit. Yeah, pretty quickly too. Nice. It's the second conversion of Izmit, I believe. We can rival the White Horde. Ah, by all means. Let's rival and embargo them. And yes, we can start making some of these cores. The rest we'll probably need to calculate, or do we have some unrest? Some unrest, but not a lot. Might be because some of them haven't calculated. Yes, of course. Okay, right, it's finally time to end this mega episode. Pretty successful. Bulgaria brought under the Ottoman heel. That does give us, of course, once again, a minus 60 tax and minus 25,000 on that. So we are deeply in the red. But this is something that I will have to deal with in the next episode. Sometimes you've got to speculate to accumulate. I'll see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.